everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Blessing Ebietwoma, and in today's video I'll be teaching you how to cut and sew this top. If it is something you're interested in, keep watching. You will need at least 3 yards of Ankara fabric to make this top. Let's get started with the pattern drafting. I've gone ahead to draw my starting line as well as the waistline. Then I'm just marking points around the bust points as well as the under bust. Then I'll also go ahead to draw my vertical lines across, and then I will label it the bust points and then the under busts. After labeling it, I will go ahead to draw my actual waist measurement. It's a crop top, so I added extra 1 inch for sewing allowance because I'll be making the lining of this crop top shorter. So I'll go ahead to rule out the straight line across my actual waist measurements. The next thing, I'm marking points around my shoulder, and then I'm just marking 3.5 inches for the neck width. Then I will connect my shoulder slope. After that, I will determine my armhole depth. For the armhole depth, to get your armhole depth, simply divide your bust by 6 plus 1.5 to get your accurate armhole depth. The armhole depth I'm working with here is 9 inches because my client's bust is 43. So I will go ahead to draw a straight line and I will label it the chest line. After that, I am going to connect curves around my armhole. And how do I connect this curve around my armhole? I will simply divide my armhole by 2, and then I will come in by 0.5 inches. When I come in by 0.5 inches, I am going to mark my bust measurements, and then I will connect the 3 points together just like you have seen. Then I'll go ahead to determine my neck depth. This is where the top will be starting from. Remember, we are cutting an off-shoulder top, so I'm coming down by 6. And this 6 inches depends on how deep you want your own off-shoulder to start from. Then I will mark the under bust circumference, as I'll add 2 inches seam allowance for the bust, and I'll also mark my waist circumference with the seam allowance. Then I'll go ahead to use my curve rule to connect the points together. The next thing I will do is to mark out my nipple to nipple measurements all the way to the bust point. I'm going to draw a straight line. Then I will mark 0.5 inch from both sides of this nipple to nipple measurement. I'm trying to draw my dart. I'll use my ruler to connect it to the under bust. I also connect the other side to the under bust, and then I'm going to replace this 1 inch that I just removed. I'm going to replace it by the side. Then I will connect it together just like so. Go ahead to cut out the pattern once I'm done. So the first thing we'll be doing is that we'll be cutting the back pattern first. We're using this pattern to cut out the back on the fabric. I'm just adding 0.5 inch on top for seam allowance, and that is the only allowance I'll be adding because we already added the sewing allowance when we were cutting the pattern, and also we've also added the allowance towards the hem of this top. The next thing that I'll be doing is that I'm going to be marking like a sweetheart neckline. I'll simply connect the top to the bust point because I don't want my client's bust to be revealing. So when you connect it with your curve rule all the way to the bust point, it's going to give like a sweetheart curve. Then I am going to mark the waist circumference and I will replace it on the Ankara fabric. I'm going to draw a straight line across. Then I'm going to come up by 2.5 inches. Then I will go up by 0.5 inches. I'll connect it down to the 2.5 inches just like so. Don't worry, the camera is going to show it soon. So just like I said, I replaced this measurement to the other side of the Ankara fabric, and I came up by 2.5 inches just like you have seen. Then I connected it all the way up. So the next is to go ahead to cut out the pattern on the fabric. Once I'm done cutting out the pattern on the fabric, I will go ahead to cut out the lining pieces also. But before then, I am going to cut out the sleeve. Before cutting out the sleeve, you have to determine the length of your sleeve, and the length I'm working with is 25 inches. Also, you have to determine the width of your sleeve. The width I'm working with also is 25 inches. I just marked 25 inches and the seam allowance, and then I added 1 inches upward so I can fold it for elastic, and I also added 1 inches downward so I can fold it for the hem. Then I'm just curving out the armhole towards the sleeve, just like that. Just do the same thing. Place the back armhole on the top and then cut out the armhole. I've gone ahead to cut out the lining pieces. I'm just reducing it by 1 inches. Remember I said that I added 1 inches extra to the length of this top, so I will go ahead to cut out this 1 inches. So by the time I am done sewing it, it is going to sit perfectly. The lining will sit perfectly on the Ankara. So I'm going ahead to cut out the lining piece for both the front and the back. Then I am going to cut out my belt. The width of the belt I cut is 4 inches. So by the time I fold it, I'm going to have 2 inches width for the belt, and it is going to sit perfectly on this other side, just like so. So I've gone ahead to sew the front part of the lining. To sew the lining, simply sew the front and the armhole before sewing the down, and then before going ahead to sew the sides. You'll be sewing the sides last because the lining is not the same with the length of the Ankara. And then remember to leave ½ inches on one side, so you will turn out the fabric from there. And when you are done turning it out, bringing out all the sides with your pin, make sure you go to the sewing machine and stitch on that space you left. Just go ahead to close it and then go ahead to iron. For the front, you don't need to leave any space on the other side, just like you did for the back. Simply leave the hole where you'll be attaching the belt. That is where you'll be turning your fabric from. I've gone ahead to turn it out. I've also gone ahead to stitch out my darts for the back. You're not stitching darts for the front, you're only stitching darts for the back. So I'll be attaching my belt just like you are seeing. Just simply put the belt inside the hole, fold it in, make sure it is neat, and you go ahead to stitch a straight line. So I've gone ahead to sew the belt in both sides of the front. The next thing is that we are going to work on the sleeve. I am coming down by 14 inches. That is where my elastic will be starting from. So I'm going to mark a straight line across 14 inches. When you are placing the elastic, first of all, stitch the elastic in the beginning. Then as you sew, make sure you drag the elastic. Just keep dragging on the elastic because you need it to be as tight as possible. So I've gone ahead to sew my elastic, as you can see. Then to determine the elastic you put in the up of the sleeve, just divide your shoulder measurement by 2 minus 1 inches. For my client's measurement, her shoulder was 8.5, divided by 2, it gave me 8.5, and then minus 1 inches, that is 7.5 inches. So the width of the elastic was 7.5 inches, and it was sitting perfectly. Then you will go ahead to join that armhole that you cut out on the sleeve. You will join it to the top. Then to get the accurate measurement that you'll be shaping this top with, just turn it backwards. Don't shape from the front that has wrap. Measure the back to get your accurate measurements. So when you measure your bust circumference from the back, not the front, measure your bust circumference, measure your waist circumference, and then you shape it. For me, I had 2 inches allowance for each place, so I just divided it by 2. I shaped one side with 1 inches, and I shaped the other side with 1 inches, all the way from the sleeve to the down. So I've gone ahead to shape this top, and this is how it is looking right now. Just like you have seen, I've gone ahead to shape it down with 1 inches all the way from the sleeve to, and this is it on my client's body. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and turn on your notification so you will be notified the next time that I upload another video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.